Protests in France can cover a wide range of issues, including labor rights, social justice, economic policies, education reforms, environmental concerns, and more. Some notable protests in recent years have included the Yellow Vest movement, 2018 to 2019, which began as a response to a proposed fuel tax increase and later expanded to address broader social and economic issues. May 1968 protests. One of the most iconic moments in French protest history was the May 1968 protests, often referred to as Les Événements de Mai 68. These protests started as student demonstrations against restrictive university policies, but quickly spread to workers and other segments of society. The movement criticized capitalism, consumerism, and government control. The protests ultimately led to significant social and cultural changes in France. Yellow Vest movement. In late 2018, France witnessed the emergence of the Yellow Vest movement, Mouvement des Gilets Jaunes. This movement originated from public dissatisfaction with rising fuel prices and a proposed fuel tax increase. Protesters, wearing yellow high-visibility vests, took to the streets across the country to express their frustrations with economic inequality, high living costs, and government policies. The movement highlighted issues of social injustice and sparked debates about wealth distribution and representation. Environmental protests. France has also seen significant environmental protests in recent years. One notable example is the opposition to the construction of the Notre-Dame-des-Landes airport near Nantes. Activists argued that the project would harm the environment and displace local communities. The ZAD, Zone to Defend, movement, which started as an occupation of the proposed construction site, gained widespread support and led to years of protests and clashes with authorities. Eventually, the French government abandoned the airport project in 2018. Anti-racism protests. In response to incidents of racial discrimination and police violence, France has witnessed protests addressing racial inequality and advocating for justice. The death of Adama Traoré, a young black man who died in police custody in 2016, sparked outrage and led to ongoing protests demanding accountability.